Wow. You know, the love of Christ is so absolutely amazing. You know, I'm asked by people on a regular basis, what actually is FAMA? What is it? And we have so much going on, so many people that we're helping in so many different ways that often it's hard to put it all together in one single sentence for people. But let me do my best to express to you, what is FAMA? FAMA is like an army, a large family of people who care for the community, who have aligned their talents and their resources and their commitment to God to serving low-income communities and communities at large, but low-income communities. It's one of the most pleasurable things I've ever shared in my entire life. We have organizations that range from pregnancy centers and their counseling services to people who deal with just building the lives of people through life counseling. This effort to plant and water in communities is what we call, it's called the garden model. And, the garden that we are currently cultivating is the Grant Park neighborhood, located in East Tampa, just 1 block south of T. Pepin, from where we're sitting right now. Now, through our door-to-door survey campaigns in Grant Park, we were able to assess the felt needs of the neighborhood and determine through prayer what measures we would use and what kind of seeds we would plant. We determined through prayer to begin with 4 measures. Number 1, education. Number 2, athletics. Number 3, security. And then number 4, staffing. These are the measures that we will begin with, and then with the help of people like you, we will enlarge these measures so that we are literally comprehensively impacting the interests of an entire neighborhood. It can happen. It's just the body of Christ is needed. Our academy is now nearing the completion of its 3rd year, and we are grateful for its progress. The academy guarantees that these wonderful children will be under the Christian auspices of a loving, dedicated, and educated staff of instructors who will plant the seeds of Christ and water and model it through compassion, prayer, and patient academic instruction. Our teaching staff is comprised of instructors who maintain traditional families, characterized by a husband, wife, and children. We believe that planting the seeds of a solid, traditional family unit is essential to the healing of a neighborhood. Now, along with the school, which by the way is culture changing, all of our initiatives are culture changing. They are not just acts of benevolence, which of course is good in themselves, but these are culture changing. These children's lives will never be the same again because of the influence of the academy. It's one of the great benefits of being at Grant Park Christian Academy. But another one of the cultural changers would be the athletics. We all understand that the youth just love to participate in events that require a high energy, and we respect and we regard that. Well, what we do here at FAMA is we have built a bridge to the young people by creating an athletic initiative, FAMA Athletics. And we work with a very dear brother, that's Dwayne Davis, and he's with Playmakers 365. And they've partnered with FAMA. Remember, FAMA is a partnership. It's literally a relationship between believers that are bringing their skill sets to the table with other members of the body of Christ for total neighborhood rejuvenation. And so Dwayne Davis with Playmakers 365 is just one of those partnerships. And so, hey, literally at the end of this very month, on March 31st, we'll be at Grant Park. And we will be doing a football combine in preparation for the school year that will be coming up.
For most kids in the Tampa Bay area, leaving a lot of free time out there, and sometimes that free time can lead to trouble. So as ABC Action News reporter Ashley Yore explains, one football coach is creating a positive camp for kids, and there's still time to sign up.
Set, go. There you go, good. Cut.
On the field, student athletes channel their heroes.
Marshawn Lynch and Odell Beckham.
Go.
But this coach isn't just running the football, he's teaching life lessons.
If you get in trouble, you won't be able to get to what them NFL players are.
1 Point NFL players will share tomorrow in a free camp Coach Dwayne Davis set up. It's for kids of all backgrounds, age 11 through high school.
These NFL players can help teach them, hey, listen, this is where I came from, this is where I'm at now, and these are the people I had to avoid. These are the things I had to avoid to get there.
Coach Davis says he's focused on helping kids in the Grant Park area and wants to keep them in positive activities to help reach their goals.
We want to make sure that the kids know that there's a positive way to get there and that a lot of stuff that can deter them from making it there as far as drugs, gangs, being violent, getting arrested.
The Playmakers 365 camp starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Grant Park. They'll tackle drills, strength, and conditioning. And they'll talk about the future with Coach.
He cares, and he want us to achieve our goal.
There are still spots open. In Tampa, Ashley Yore, ABC Action News.
Ashley, thank you. And if you're interested in signing your child up, we'll make sure to put all the information.
The other element that we are presenting, the other platform for gardening the community, is the neighborhood's desire for security. And I know that many of the believers would wonder, how in the world does security play into evangelism? Well, security grants us a platform in the community to be able to talk to the neighbors. As a matter of fact, on April 3rd, coming up, we have a big community meeting coming up where we'll have a couple of city councilmen, pastors, both from within the area and out of the area, other not-for-profits and other professional services, and then the community gather together, expressing our vision and our concern for the area and hearing ideas. But the security allows us as the body of Christ to have a platform for speaking with the community. And the platform is what allows us to be able to speak into the lives of our community. Any opportunity we can find for bridging the gap between the body of Christ and these neighbors is going to be to the advantage of the neighborhood. And so the security is a service that the Faith Action Ministry Alliance devised with the assistance of Now Force, to make certain that we provide the tightest security possible to the community. Now, this is just now beginning. It's just being introduced to the community. But I have a feeling that within this next little bit of time, that we will have begun these security protocols that will allow us to secure our neighbors, reasonably, and then it will provide the platform that we need to be able to monthly engage our neighbors as we express physical security, and how about eternal security? And then moving on from our security protocols, I would like to vision cast for you. We're going to mention the fourth aspect of what I mentioned earlier, but also to vision cast, because the opportunities for the body of Christ to minister on a variety of platforms is unlimited. It's a matter of what we're willing to throw in. And when all is said and done, that's the measure of our civilization. That is the measure of our Christianity. It is the measure of our manhood and womanhood. It's the energy that we're willing to throw in to fulfilling the mandate that is on our lives to help people, to help our fellow man. And so one of them, the staffing is an amazing opportunity for the body of Christ to step in where despair has set in among a significant minority of our communities who have perhaps a felony record in his or her background. Well, we have the opportunity as the body of Christ to step in, create measures that make for employment and for opportunities to speak to our fellow man about family, about purpose, about responsibility to children, our civic duties. I am excited about the prospects, and we are looking to enter into right now. We are developing the groundwork for a contract with a staffing agency that will be taking over this part. They are believers. They are ready to mentor. They are ready to work with F.A.M.A in order to change the community in that regard. I am so happy about the prospects that lie before us as the result of the staffing agency. Hey, and how about this? The daycare. Listen, it's so important for the body of Christ to establish daycares in low-income areas because, listen, though the family is God's primary agency for communicating morality and purpose and worldview to our children, where that fails, the body of Christ has to step in powerfully in order to supplement that. To have these children under our auspices as early as possible is one of the most hopeful things that the body of Christ can do for the community. Hey, how about this one? The arts. The arts is another amazing bridge. We would love to hire a full-time arts director for the entire Grant Park area. And it's not just for having, talent shows or things of this sort. No, it's an accountability measure. Not only do we teach the skills and teach the singing and celebrate, and perhaps we will help people to cut CDs, good CDs, moral CDs, but it gives us a platform to speak to these young people about higher values that deal with life. What an amazing opportunity, what an amazing accountability measure that we have by using the arts. And then finally, the Grant Park traditions. This is where we celebrate the traditional holidays, but we do it in a very fun way. Another platform for not only communicating the true meaning of holidays and things of this sort, but to also celebrate successes in Grant Park. A beautiful community parade, a merit parade that celebrates a lot of the good things taking place in the area will go a long way to boost the morale and also give us another opportunity to promote those merit-based things to the community. And we need your help. With your help, we can develop and devise measures that will change the very culture of the community by cultivating the lives of children and adults alike. With your help, we'll get it done, and we do need you. Thank you.
In this world, if you want to leave a legacy, this is a great way to do it. Join in with the mission, with the vision of F.A.M.A and the many different reaches that it has. And I can assure you of this, you will make a difference.